like to Gina and John, because we have a very special guest, folks.
Oh, we do. We've been waiting for this all night.
Probably the most famous alum of Valley Youth Theater, and she's a delight and had a wonderful career here and is an Academy Award-winning actress.
Yes, a woman who needs no introduction. Everyone, please join us in welcoming the amazing, the talented, the VYT alum, Miss Emma Stone. Welcome, Emma.
Hi.
Hi.
It's great to see you.
Thanks for having me. I'm sorry if I'm choppy or delayed. Technology is not my forte.
So you're live in LA tonight with us, and it's so good to see you. And you're back on the stage where you started.
At VYT.
Yes. It's incredible. I mean, I can't see you guys, but I feel you guys here on the stage. We're all together.
Yes, we are. So, Emma, tell us a little
Thank
bit.
you for having me back on the stage.
Tell us about the beginnings, about your days at VYT, and how this all started, your passion for acting.
Well, I started at VYT when I was 11 years old. I started by doing a workshop. I had done a play when I was in kindergarten, and I was in first grade, and I loved it. And then I didn't act for years, and I told my mom I was really, really desperate to act. And so she saw something somewhere, maybe where she found out about VYT.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where did she find out about VYT, her mom?
I don't know where she found out about VYT, but she found out about workshops at VYT. She took me there, and from then on, I was absolutely obsessed. I met Bob and Carol and Mr. Mark, and ended up doing 16 productions there, and it just, I mean, I definitely wouldn't, I don't believe, be an actor professionally if it weren't for VYT. And the things that I learned there, and the family that was formed there, and the community, it just is one of the most special places in my heart forever.
Emma, do you have a good Bob Cooper story for us?
Oh, God.
I'm sure you have
We're
a
looking
few.
for some dirt tonight. Let's go for it.
My favorite lately, I mean, there's a million good Bob Cooper stories. This is putting me on the spot, but I think any performers there now or alumni can attest to the fact that when you hear Bob's laugh in the audience during rehearsals or, during shows, it's really hard not to kind of smile because you feel such a kind of pride for getting Bob to laugh. And he has such a distinct laugh. You always know when it's Bob. And so my favorite was, I was doing Cabaret on Broadway, and Bob came to see it, and I heard his laugh. And I was like, and it was the same feeling I had when I was, 13 years old. I was so excited and just like, Bob's here. It was like, the first director I'd ever had, and it was so exciting. So that's my favorite recent Bob story.
Love that.
It's funny how it can take you back that many years later, but I know exactly what you're talking about with the Bob laugh.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about why theater is so important to you and how it sort of transformed you as a child.
I mean, the arts in general are so important, and I think that that's something, obviously, that schools across our country are really lacking funding in. So the fact that Valley Youth Theater is a place you can go in Phoenix, that you can go to downtown Phoenix and be a Valley Youth Theater and be doing it, you are truly treated like a professional from the very beginning. It doesn't matter how old you are. So I think that experience, in a similar way to when kids are in sports, they grow up and they learn about teamwork and responsibility, being on time, practicing constantly and putting your heart into something and refining what it is you do. That's what it's like with theater, except for you get to sing and dance and laugh and play around constantly. It's just pure joy mixed with responsibility, which has followed me, not just in my job, but everywhere in my life. So I think it's so vital for kids to be exposed to the arts in that way. And the way that VYT does it is just, to me, unparalleled. I think it's such a magical place. And Bob asks a lot of you, but in such a loving way. And so does Mr. Mark, and Carol, everybody, the entire team there is just so amazing. So it's just it's an incredible place to learn.
And I know it helped you even get over a lot of anxiety you felt as a kid, and other kids coming through these doors know that experience. Fast forward a couple of years after a bunch of shows at VYT, you start to get your feet wet, and then comes Project Hollywood. Can you describe Project Hollywood, please?
Oh, no. Yeah.
Do we have a Madonna song, little Hollywood song going?
Yeah, it was the Madonna Hollywood song. It was a PowerPoint that I made in my bedroom for my parents, asking them if I could move to Los Angeles.
Wow.
And honestly, if my kid did that to me, I'd punish them. But for some reason, they listened to me, and I was able to go and audition for pilot season in LA, which is like, it's like a TV season in the spring. So,
Is your mom nearby?
it's very lucky. What was that?
Is your mom nearby?
Is she
In
with
here?
you?
Is your mom? Yeah, here.
Like at the house?
Yeah.
No, but she was here a couple hours ago.
Oh.
She's at home right now watching, so let's say hi.
Hi,
Krista
Krista Stone.
Yeah,
We love Kristen.
Emma, we're going to, I am sure there's parents out there who want to mute their TV when they hear you say, yeah, Project Hollywood, convincing my parents to go out and act.
That's what I'm saying. I don't condone it. I don't condone it. Stay in school. Get an
Yes,
education.
but the world's better that you made that
If you
choice.
do UIT, because I'm telling you, it's a whole lot more fun.
Talk about that transition, though, because
Doesn't challenge me, but it's so much.
so many of the kids here do obviously want to go to Los Angeles. They want to go to New York. They want to pursue this professionally. What, besides stay in school, would you say to them about once they've finished school and are ready to pursue the dream?
I mean, for me, and this is speaking as someone that didn't obviously go to theater school, I learned so much by doing, and that's one of the great gifts that Value Theater offers, is that you're really learning by doing. You also learn about tech and like all elements of doing theater. So I do have to say, I think VYT kids kind of have an upper hand when it comes into going to like theater and other, most jobs, I would say, because you really have a skill set that is, I think, very rare for kids and teens to gain, as well as so many friends, like a real sense of community and family that is, it's hard to come by, I think, in our, day and age. So I don't know. I guess I would just say keep going. Keep going.
All right.
So-
And Emma, anything you'd like to say to people out there that are considering helping right now, trying to get VYT to that magic number of $250,000?
This is the pitch now, Emma. This is the pitch.
Why should people invest in VYT?
Okay. Well, I would say that, if you haven't heard me sing enough praises, this is a place where kids can really go and thrive. And as an anxious kid, it was a place that gave me deep solace and an incredible opportunity to come into who I was as a person, as well as a performer. I think it's a vital and necessary element of Phoenix and of our country, truly. I think this is such an incredible theater, and it's unlike anything I've ever been a part of since. And I'd also just like to ask people to, give what you can. Right now, I would like to give $32,000 for 32 seasons.
Oh, my
Just
goodness,
if I can contribute. And so if you can give $5 or $10 or any amount, we all ask that you please contribute, because it's such a special place and it means the world to all of us.
You should see the
Thank you,
smile on
Emily.
Bob Cooper's face right now, Emma.
And Mr. Mark, he's
Thank
right
you.
here too, watching you.
That is really generous.
Mr. Mark!
And
Mr.
Carol's
Mark.
Your
backstage.
duet with Olivia was incredible.
Mr.
She's
Mark
so
wants to
big.
know. Mr. Mark wants to know if you're playing that thing over your left shoulder.
I'm like,
You got plenty of time now, Miss Stone.
the baby elephant walk.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your art,
Thank you.
and that you've kept a very level head through a pretty darn good career. And you are a real source of pride in this community.
We're proud of you.
And that's
We're
John
proud of
Hook. I don't know if you know that, and Gina Salazar Hook that are talking to you. Since you can't
Do you want me to
see
add
them.
in the, never mind.
She's going to go back and watch
It's all right.
later.
It's better that
We
you don't
love
see
you.
us.
Thank you for that, Emily.
Thanks,
Love
Emma.
you so much.
Thank you.
I wish you could.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I love you.
Wow.
What an amazing talent. We are so